onto our character
Cheerio.
profile this week.
Yes.
So last week we did Dr. Fate, who's obviously going to be in the Black Adam movie coming out next Friday.
God, that's next Friday.
That is next Friday.
Next watch that.
So I thought this week we would do Black Adam. Now, as I said to Hori just before the podcast started, there is a character that I knew was coming in the She-Hulk finale. But I decided I wouldn't last minute change my character profile.
So
but
tune in next week for that.
Next week's may well be different to what I was initially planning. We'll see. Anyway, who is Black Adam? Despite what The Rock would have you believe, he's not just a comic book version of The Rock. But we'll get into that. So Black Adam, aka Theo Ramesses Joser Teth Adam.
Hell of a name.
He was an ancient Egyptian slave.
Okay.
In the, I don't believe it is a real place. Kahndaq, I believe it is just in the DC world. Let me just confirm
Can't
this.
say I've heard of it.
Kahndaq, yeah, it's a fictional city in DC. That's fine.
Okay.
They were from there, where it was ruled over by a vicious dictator.
The classic.
And then eventually his nephew and him tried to escape.
Mm-hmm.
And his nephew was given the powers of the wizard Shazam.
Shazam.
And as people may know from comic books or from the Shazam film, when you have these powers, you can share them. So his nephew shared the powers with him so that they could free Kahndaq.
Okay.
The problem is they had a bit of a disagreement on how they were going to do that.
Ooh.
Black Adam was like, "Hey, yo, fuck these dictators, let's just..."
Fair.
And his nephew was like, "No, we don't kill people, we're just going to take power away from them." So he decided for the greater good, he had to kill his nephew so that Kahndaq could actually be free, and that was a worthy sacrifice.
Oh.
So he did kill his nephew, and he took all of the power for himself.
Well then.
Yes. He became known as Mighty Adam.
Okay.
And he did free Kahndaq from all the dictators. And he watched over it and kept it safe and peaceful. So, yeah, he did some sketchy stuff, but he then went about just... Yeah, he was like, I just wanted to protect these people, that's all I'm going to do. But that wasn't all he did. He then decided he would try to kill the Council of Eternity, which are the group of wizards, including Shazam.
I'm sure that went well for him.
He killed basically all of them other than Shazam.
Oh.
Shazam was the only one that survived. Again, you guys will probably recognise that from the Shazam movie. You see all the chairs, and the only one who's there is a very old-looking wizard. Shazam then banished him... I can't remember the exact wording, but basically out into deep space.
Right.
And renamed him Black Adam.
Right.
Because death was what followed on, blah, 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 blah. This is all after like New 52 and DC timeline fuckery, so this might be slightly different to what some of you may remember. Upon his return to Earth, he then fought Shazam's new champion, Billy Batson, on a number of occasions, just because he was like, no, I'm the true champion, blah, 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 blah. That's kind of his real origin from back in the day, of him just being a generic villain. Right. And then they fleshed it out more when they realised, oh, there could be a good character hidden away in here. So then after fighting Billy for a while and going back and forth, he decided that he needed to see what would become of his beloved Kahndaq. Right. And he arrived to find out a new dictator was in power.
Classic. So
he deposed the current dictator, and as best I can kind of tell, he is now essentially an anti-hero. Imagine kind of a Black Panther Namor style character, in the sense of
cares for their people, but not really.
Yeah, looks after their people, but after that, they're not really too fussed unless it's like going to destroy the whole planet, which would then hurt their people.
Yep.
but maybe a touch more aggressive,
Okay.
I guess would be my best way of describing him.
Interesting.
Black Adam is a very, very interesting character with lots of good stuff there.
It's a good job they've got such a interesting actor to play him.
I think a very strong script and a lot of editing and working with The Rock might make it work. My only big concern is how much power he was given over the film. Him in the role I don't hate. The amount of power he got with the role is where I'm concerned. I do also think that role maybe should have gone to like an Egyptian.
Well,
but at least the role wasn't whitewashed. So like
true.
Pick and choose. I, as someone who's not from Egypt, don't care to decide if The Rock is acceptable or not. But I will leave that up to the people of Egypt to decide if they're happy with The Rock portraying their character. But that's all I've really got to say on Black Adam. I've got to be honest. While I'm nervous for this film because of DC's reputation, there is definitely an opportunity for this to be a good film. The trailer looks really good. The visuals look really good. I'm just worried we're going to get like a mid-2000s kind of script. My
worry is more so, are they just going to poke more holes in the whole DC universe than they... Like, they're so bad at tying stuff together.
I do think Flash and Aquaman being thrown out, like, are they even coming out next year at this point, or are they back in 2024? Who knows?
Are they even coming out?
I am a little bit concerned, but we can't really say it's a plot hole until we know for sure, I guess.
True.
But I will go in there, I will watch it as an independent film, and only assume it is connected if, like, it's obviously connected. But hopefully it's good.
I'm going into this film.
It'll be fun to see some characters we've not seen before.
I'm going into this film and watching it as if it's the Fast 13 film.
We've got Hawkman, Dr. Fate, Atom Smasher, Black Adam. We've got some cool characters that haven't really been seen before. I'm hoping it'll be good.
Oh, I love how you just very swiftly pass my joke.
I'm not nibbling.